Alright guys, so this here is how it is you're going to use Trade Locker on your prop firm, Trade Mastery, to be able to take trades, right? So when it is you now start and you come on, you will be seeing some volume profiles on the bottom here. There will be some bars at the bottom of the screen. What you're going to do is first right click and remove it off the screen, right? So you can see remove indicators. You can click that and remove the indicators to clear up your chart. Now, personal preference, I also like my charts cleaner with all the grid lines. So you could also right click anywhere on the chart and click settings and head to canvas, and you could remove the vertical and horizontal lines. You could put none. Right? That's just a start. Personal preference, I find it makes the chart a bit cleaner. Right? You could even go to symbol and change the colors of your candles and stuff and play around with it. For right now, no need to do that. We could just hit OK and go ahead and look to take some trades, right? Now, in the group, you will be seeing some parameters that will be sent to you, right? So it will pretty much be stop loss and take profit. What that would be is the stop loss will be how much money you're willing to risk, and the take profit will be where you want the market to go to in order for you to actually make the profit and stuff, right? So let's just say we get a sell order. What you would do is you would click order panel here, right? And we would see this come up on the screen. So what we would do is set your lot size. I would give a recommendation on lot size, and generally the rule of thumb is 0.01 for every 100 you have in your account, right? So if you have the 1,000, you could put a 0.10, right? Now when you are starting to trade, I recommend that you stay on the 0.01, right? Just for practicing purposes. When you get buy or sell, you would either click sell or you would click buy, right? That is to enter any trade that it is that's sent to you. What you would then do is come down to the trades panel, click it, and then you will see positions, and then you could edit. You could edit the position. So for the sake of this tutorial, I would just click buy, right, on a 0.01. Now you would see that we have a trade entered here. Cool. Now with this trade, you will come down here and you could see XAUSD, which is the pair we traded on. We could come to the right and we could click edit position, and then we could type in the parameters for stop loss. So whatever the stop loss number is that is sent to you, you could type it in here and you would see it come up on the screen. And the take profit, you could also type in the number here and click confirm on whatever position it is and whatnot. So let's say we have the TP on top here. You would make $26 if it goes up here. We have the TP down, the stop loss down here. You would lose $50. It's just dependent on the position or the parameters that is given to you, right? You would then click confirm. You could also put how much money you're willing to lose. If I'm willing to lose $100, you could put it. You would see the stop loss would move, and you would also put how much money you want to make. Let's say you want to make $200. You would then see the take profit would move, right? You could also set how much risk you want to put on a trade. So you could put 1% risk. You would see it adjust, and you want to make 2%, right? You would then see it adjust. So you could use these tools here like that, right? Cool. So you can close off this trade. I don't really want to enter this position, right? It's fine. Now we could see that the trade is closed off. So within this same trades panel here, you would see it highlighted. We could see closed positions. Closed positions is trades that we took, and we could see the order history of all the trades that we took from in this panel right here. Right? We could then see the pending trades that we set orders on. We could see the positions as we were just in, and so on and so forth. Right? We could see a balance, profit and loss, your equity, how much you have overall, minus the enter trades and stuff like that. Now, if you want to know how much money you would risk on a particular trade before you enter, from in this same order panel here, right, you could click stop loss and you could drag it down. Before you enter the trade, you would see it in draft, and you could see how much money you would make and how much money you would lose on a trade before you enter. So you could have a gauge as to what you might accomplish and on any particular trade, right? So this is another tool that you could use here. So we could just X them off and push on, right? Now, if we close off this here, we'll head back up with this chart, right? Now, if we want to find where we actually looking for the pairs, we could click in panels, we click market panel, and you will see all the pairs we trade here. We usually only trade one pair, XAU USD, right? So we could start it and let's have it here at any time that we need it, right? So we can close off this here, right? Nice. So on the left hand side here, now remember we use TradingView to make our analysis, but this is a pretty similar software, right? So within here we could use all these different lines and tools to be able to mark up the charts and make certain determinations, predictions, whatever, based on our trading strategy, right? So we could utilize any of the tools that we have here. We able to learn how to mark up the charts and use these tools within TradingView. There's another video that will be linked in the actual group where you can get to see how we use these tools and stuff, right? But generally, this is all the tools we need, and that's pretty much it, right? Once you get the parameters sent to you, the signals, you would then come and follow those steps and enter the trade. Once you enter the trade, we then either win or we lose. So we manage the trade accordingly. I would manage the trade for you. So I will tell you what I'm looking at, what I like, what I don't like, and we will take the trades together, right? All I have to do is just follow the instructions that were sent to you. So, and that is pretty much how it is. We're going to use Trade Mastery using TradeLocker to take trades for the elite group. Right? So see you on that side.